Hello students, all of you are welcome in English class. Today we are going to discuss about a story that depicts the situation of Africa. The story is MUGUMO. Let's talk briefly about the writer. NGUGIWA THIONG'O was born in 1938 in Kenyan nationality. His occupation, the writer, playwright, and essayist, and some notable important works: Weep Not Child, The River Between, Petals of Blood, Wizards of the Crow. These are his important books. Now let's talk about the major character. Major character Mukami. Mukami is the most important character of the story. The protagonist, an African woman. She bears a lot of suffering in the story, but at the end of the story, there is the germination of the hope and the pleasure. Mutuga, Mukami's husband. He loves her in the beginning, but later he beats her as she could not beget a son. Next, MUGUMO. MUGUMO, a large tree where God lives, is the sign of hope, love, life, and fertility. Murungo. Murungo, African god of fertility and hope. These are the character. Here tree also used as a character. Now let's go to plot summary. Mukami leaves the house. The major character, Mukami. She leaves the house, but she does not know. She's not sure where to go, and she knows very sure that there was no chance of returning back home again. While leaving the house, she feels that the hut, the courtyard, the hearth, the other thing are requesting her not to leave the house. But she was determined to leave the house. She wanted the freedom from all, especially from her husband, because he wanted to kill her. She remembered her happy days of the past. How Mutugo was fascinated by her, was very much fascinated by her. She was also ready to sacrifice her youth and beauty to the old man with already 5 wives. That was the situation. She was also fascinated with that young old man. The first few years were fine, and the relation was good. Her husband loved her very much. His other wives were so much jealous with her because Mutugo used to beat them and used to love her. Later, when she was unable to give the birth of a child, the relation grew worse. He started beating her so terribly, and everybody started hating her, so she decided to leave the house. She felt shame to visit her father because the reason was that she had eloped. In the dark night, she took the path of jungle. She requested all the spirit of the death and the god to take her life. The night and the forest was very terrible with the churchyard, but she did not care anything except that suddenly she heard a mournful sound and thousands of the eyes blinking at night and thousands of invisible hands. Then she realized that lightning and the thunder. She saw a huge tree distance, the sacred MUGUMO, where the god Murungo lived. She realized that the tree was her shelter and protection. shelter and protection. Despite rain and the ghost, she ran to the tree. As she sat under the tree, she found peace and started feeling a burning inside her, warm as the blessing of God. She got a baby in her womb. With happy mood, she decided to go home and very much hopeful, and she was very much hopeful to get love and affection from her husband, family, and society. Let's see critical ideas. This is the story that depicts the patriarchal African country, Kenya, and it shows the tradition of the polygamy. Barren wives are regarded as the stigma of the home and the society. They are useless. They're beaten so badly. Mixture. In the story we can find mixture of realism and supernaturalism. Some part realism and some parts of the story we can easily find supernaturalism. Mugumo is regarded the sacred tree, the symbol of hope, symbol of love, life, and fertility. Thank you, Strain. Thank you very much for listening.